Good evening, survivors. This is Rabid Nut from Zone 2, and this is Kill Stage. So as you can see, I have a rally heading towards 135,000 troops. All my guys are buffed up, and you're watching my march slowly, ever so slowly, make it towards this level 18. I'll kind of show you the scout report I have for him, and you can kind of see he's got a lot of resources. This guy actually quit. He basically posted a motto, bored plus too expensive equals quit. So this is the troops he's got. He's got T6s, he's got a decent amount of T6s and a decent amount of T5s and some pretty decent stats. He's not quite as strong as me, but I'm really not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure if we're going to, there's always a chance we might not even win. So this is kind of, I got started this rally about 40 minutes ago. And so I decided to go ahead and record it now. It's about 3 minutes till 2 minutes, 53 seconds. As you can see, I have the most wonderful little ape, as you can see. I've got Knuckles, and I've done a lot to him, worked on him. Actually, I gained him right after the update, and so I'm gonna kind of show you. I'm gonna show you what we're marching with. It's not my biggest guys, but so that's my march. I kind of scattered it in between T8s, T6s, and T7s. Decent amounts in each way. Then I got Badass, and he's got he went all T7. He went all T7 infantry and the rest on T6s. I got Shadow. He's a pretty strong guy. He's marching with mostly. He went with a mark composition of mostly T7 Chargers and range, and then a small portion of infantry T7, and then I've got Raised Fist, and he looked like he's going all T6s and with some T5 infantry to kind of prop it up. So we're going to see what happens here. I honestly, with this game, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. So it's kind of up in the air. I'll tell you this. So as you can see my composition. I got Knuckles at 44. So he's pretty jacked up. Like I said, I just got him a couple beginning right after the update. Oh wow, the anticipation of this attack. So it's got 135,000 troops, and he doesn't have a lot of mixed tier. So I'm not really sure. Many of us, we haven't really totally dialed down the battle formula for this game, and we're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna pause it and kind of we got 53 seconds, so we'll just go with it. And then I will show you the battle port, and we can kind of evaluate each different strategy. Like I said, I mixed mine between T8s, T7s, and T6s. Many of the guys did of one tier, their highest tier, and kind of see how everything falls. As you can see my stats, I've got Cyber with Complex +1, and I've jacked all my stats up with boosts. So, looking at 70s and 80s, 50s, and 40s on health and lethality. So this should be interesting. All right, guys, here we go. On fire or not, on fire or not. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, we caught fire. Let's take a look at the battle report. So we lost 18,000 troops. We killed 84,000, and he had a decent amount of hospital capacity. I'm impressed. So these are the stats that we came out. We came as the rally starter. This is the stats that we went into the attack with. And let's see what we did. Okay, so I only lost 4,257 of my infantry on the and they were just the T7s. So that was I had 743 survive. Um, looks like I got a lot of kills there. I lost about half of my T8 swarmers, which are my riders. I had no losses on my chargers and sentinels, and I had no losses on my ranged and riders. So it looks like I lost about 7,000 troops, which is actually pretty good considering. Let's see what we had going on here. Badass, he used T7 infantry, and he used T6 chargers, probably because he may have just started building his T7s. So here we go. So he lost about 1,000 marksmen. All right, so take a look at Shadow. Shadow lost about 4,819 of his infantry, but he lost absolutely none on his chargers and shooters. So this guy, Raised Fist, he lost 1,000 of his rushers, which are the T5, which is a pretty decent idea. You know, he didn't get a lot of kills, but he managed to rack up some, about 11,000, maybe 12,000, maybe 13,000 kills. Okay, so we kind of take a cue from this and try to kind of break this down. On the grander scheme of things, I had about a little over 10,000 infantry, and I lost about 4,000. So I lost about half my infantry. And I lost about almost 4,000 of my riders. So this isn't a bad March composition in general. I don't think it was. I think I lost about 7,000 troops. Looks like Badass pretty much had the best composition in all encompassing purposes. He lost about 3,000 troops and 4,000. I also got to take into consideration that I was the rally leader. I'm not sure how that works on this game. Does the rally leader take the brunt of the attack, or I think that's how it works. So in all, this was a really good attack. I had my doubts. Like I said, that's the reason why I boosted up my boosts. And so let's kind of look at what he lost. So looks like it saved all of his T6 infantry when all went to wounded. He got to save about 19,000 of his sentinels, his T6 riders. But he lost everything else. So that's where the other 50,000 went. So, I think all in all, really all the I think for your rally leader, I think spreading out your tiers is the best deal. You're going to lose troops in large rallies anyway, but if you're going to lose them on your less, not on your top tiers. So guys, let me know what you think about this attack. This was my first large rally against a large opponent. This was an 18, which is not exactly necessarily large. I'm a 22, and I was the only one with T8s in this, and we had very little T7s, which I kind of figured would kind of hurt us, but really didn't. So the T6s kind of held their own. So all in all, I think this is a good attack. So guys, I kind of want to know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna post more attacks. This is kind of gonna be a short video. All right, guys, stay strong, survive, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Later, guys.